focus on shoulders and arms a little bit today. So whenever you're ready, let's start at a seated position. So slowly just start to, you can cross your legs or you can come to sit on your knees. And let's just start to close your eyes. You can rest your hands on your legs. You can place your palms down or place them up. Start to notice your breath. Every inhale and every exhale. Can you start to extend every inhale a little bit more? Maybe slowing down the inhale. And can you extend every exhale a little bit more, slowing down your exhale? Slowly start to place your right hand on your chest, place your left hand on your stomach. On your next inhale, slowly start to feel your chest rising, your stomach rising all the way to the top of your breath. Keep inhaling, inhale. Once you feel completely full, take one more breath. Hold it here. Notice your heart rate. Exhale it all the air out of your stomach, all the air out of your lungs. Feel your hands lower down all the way until you're completely empty. Hold your breath. Inhale, take a deep inhale into your stomach, into your lungs. Feel your hands start to rise. Keep inhaling all the way to the top. Take one more sip of air. Hold your breath. Exhale it all the air out of your lungs, all the air out of your stomach, all the way until you're completely empty. Hold it here. Inhale into your stomach, into your lungs, all the way to the top. Keep breathing in. Take one more sip of air once you're full. And hold. Exhale it all the air out of your lungs, all the air out of your stomach. Just slowly start to come back to your normal breath. You can bring your hands back down to your legs. And just notice. How is your spine feeling today? How are your hips feeling? How are your knees, your ankles? And from here, slowly start to bring your hands behind your back. You can grab onto opposite elbows here. If this is really intense for your shoulders, you can take a towel, bring a band behind you, and just grab onto the band, maybe slowly starting to bring your hands closer together. And then from here, once you're grabbing opposite elbows or you have the towel, slowly just drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe into the left side of your neck, feeling that throat stretch sensation, stretching our fascia. Yoga is one of the only exercises that really gets into the fascia and starts to stretch our fascia out, making our bodies feel better. So keep breathing into the left side of your neck. On your next inhale, slowly start to move your chin towards the ceiling. Trying to keep your ear close towards your right shoulder. Maybe lifting your chin up a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Breathe into your throat. Can you straighten your spine a little bit more? Tuck your tailbone. One more inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to lower your chin towards your right shoulder. Notice the stretch all along the left side of your neck into your left shoulder. Keep breathing. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to bring your head back up to center. Let's switch our grip here so you can bring your opposite hand to, or flip your arms so that you have the other arm on top of the other. If you're using the band or the strap here, you can just stay where you are. Then on the next exhale, slowly release your left ear to your left shoulder. Trying to roll your shoulders down and back. Breathe into the right side of your neck this time. On your next inhale here, slowly start to lift your chin towards the ceiling. Trying to keep your left ear towards your left shoulder. Feel that stretch sensation all along the right side of your neck. Release your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. One more inhale here. Exhale, slowly release your chin towards your left shoulder. Feeling this stretch all along the right side of your neck into your right shoulder. Breathe here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly start to come back to center. And then from here, you can release your arms. Let's slowly start to roll your shoulders towards the back. And slowly start to roll your shoulders towards the front of your mat. And then from here, let's slowly reach your left hand up high. Bring your left hand towards the top of your upper back, and then you're going to bring your right hand behind your back. See if you can grab onto your fingers. If that is not possible here, you can use a strap or a band grabbing onto it behind your back. You can also just stop wherever you feel the most tension, breathe into it. You're still getting the benefits of this stretch. So notice here where your body's stopping and resisting, and just breathe into those areas. This is so good for opening up your shoulders. We keep so much tension in our shoulders. It's so good for for helping straighten out our spine, for our spine health. If we have tight shoulders, sometimes we tend to have a little bit harder of a time straightening out our spine and really opening up our chest and having good posture. So keep breathing into it. It's such good work. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, releasing your hands. Bring your right hand down by your side. Reach your left arm up and over towards the right side of your mat. You can glue your right hand down to the mat. You can keep your arm straight, or you can bend into your right elbow. Maybe start to gaze up towards the ceiling. Maybe you want to try to move the palm of your hand towards the ceiling. Notice your mobility. You can move the palm of your hand towards the side of your mat, the opposite side of your mat up towards the ceiling. Notice how it feels in your shoulder when you're adding these little tiny movements. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to come back to center. And then we're going to switch sides. So you can bring your right hand towards your upper back. Bring your left hand behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And then from here, just notice where your body is stopping. And just breathe into that area, maybe using a towel or a band. Tuck your tailbone, straighten your spine here. Keep breathing. Take one more inhale on this side. Exhale, start to release your hands. You're going to release your left hand down to the mat. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, up and over. And you can start to take a bend into your left elbow, reaching your right fingertips towards the left side of your mat. You can start to open your chest up, lift your gaze towards the ceiling. Maybe you want to play around with moving your palm up towards the ceiling, moving your palm towards the left side of your mat. Practicing that shoulder mobility here, right? This will prevent any injuries when you're reaching for things, when we're quick throughout our day, sometimes not thinking about our movements. And by doing this stretch, this mobility work, we can protect our body from any type of tears or sprains or any type of injury that can happen if we're not paying attention and we do a quick motion. So take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to come back to center. And then from here, let's interlace our hands behind our back. So see if you can really roll your shoulders back here and just notice where you start to feel it. Once again, if you have a strap or a band, you can grab onto that behind your back and just breathe into it. Just notice, how are my shoulders feeling today? No judgment, just seeing how your body's doing. Everything comes with practice, right? The more we stretch, the more we do anything, the more we continue to practice certain things in our life that we want to add more of, the better we'll get at it. Or not even better. Yoga is not about being good or bad at yoga. It's about taking care of our body. So the more we practice taking care of our body and taking time out of our day to be able to do things like this, the better we'll feel and the better we'll be at making that time. So keep breathing here. you're welcome to stay here. If you'd like to start coming into a forward fold or child's pose, you can start to stretch the bottom of your hands or the top of your hands towards the ceiling, releasing your chest to your thigh, releasing your head all the way down to the mat. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to come back up to center. From here, release your hands down by your side. We're going to come into tabletop. So you can bring your feet down to the mat. Maybe you want to tap the tops of your feet down to the mat just to kind of, maybe you're sitting for a while, so kind of get your blood flowing again to your feet. And then from here, bring your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Let's come right into some cat and cow. So you can curl your toes down to the mat, or you can keep the tops of your feet down to the mat. It's up to you. On your next inhale here, slowly start to lift your gaze towards the ceiling. Arch your spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cat pose. Drop your gaze at your navel. Push the top of your spine towards the ceiling, really rounding those parts of your spine that might not want to move as much. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your gaze, drop your belly. Exhale, cat. Gaze at your navel, curl your spine up towards the ceiling. One more time, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Release your head and your neck, curl your spine up towards the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly coming back to tabletop. And then from here, let's come into thread the needle. So you can bring your left hand to the middle of your mat. Inhale, reach your right hand up high, gaze up at your right fingertips. Exhale, slowly bring your right arm all the way underneath your body, resting your right shoulder down to the mat. From here, you can start to crawl your left fingertips towards the top of your mat. And breathe into your left shoulder. Start to notice your spine here. Start to notice your shoulder. Notice those parts of your body that might be talking to you a little bit more here in this stretch. Just observe. Take one more inhale on this side. Exhale, bring your left hand back down to the mat. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up high, gaze up at your right hand. Exhale, slowly bring your right hand back down to the mat. You can place your right hand in the center of the mat this time. Inhale, reach your left fingertips up high, gaze up at your left hand. Exhale, thread the needle on this side. Slowly bring your left hand all the way underneath you. Bring your left shoulder down to the mat. And then slowly start to stretch your right fingertips towards the top of your mat. Breathe here. this side could feel a little different. Noticing any differences between one side to the other. Notice your shoulder, your spine. Take one more inhale on this side. Exhale, slowly bring your right hand back down to the mat. Inhale, reach your left fingertips up high towards the ceiling. Exhale, tabletop, bring your left hand back down to the mat. From here, we're gonna do some wrist stretches and some finger mobility. So from here, let's start to turn your hands so your fingers are facing your knees. And then from here, you can play around with moving your body forward or backwards. Just seeing how your wrists are feeling today, if this is a super intense stretch or how your wrists are doing. And then from here, once you feel like you have moved around enough and you've checked in on how your wrists are doing, if you feel like this will be okay for you, try to see if you can lift up one finger at a time on each hand. So we'll start with the right hand, one finger at a time. Left hand, one finger at a time. Super, super challenging. It's good work for mobility, for your wrist, for your fingers, for all the tiny little bones and muscles in your wrist that we use every single day with our phones, our computers. We're using our hands every single day, but we aren't taking the time to really give back to these tiny muscles, these tiny tendons. So this work is so important to really focus on their strength and mobility. And then also we're using a lot of our brain power right now to see if we can individually lift up every single fingertip. And it is not easy, it is challenging work. So be gentle with yourself here and just notice, right? Maybe this is something that slowly start to get better at, and maybe it's something you're noticing like, yeah, this is really challenging for me, or maybe it's super easy for you, and just noticing your strengths and your weaknesses here. And then from here, slowly start to bring your hands back to normal tabletop position. We're going to do a little more of an intense wrist stretch. So if this doesn't feel good for you, you can keep your hands where they are, or you can just move them from side to side. But we're going to start by placing the top of your right hand down to the mat and starting to straighten out your right arm here. So you can start to shift your body weight more into your right wrist and breathe into it here. Notice your body, you don't have to overdo it. It's already going to be a little bit intense here. But also know that you're safe, right? You're taking care of your body. You're noticing when it's too much. You're noticing when you should pull off a little bit more, or maybe you feel you can go a little bit deeper into this stretch. But just know that no matter how far you're going into this posture or not, you're getting the benefits, and this is so, so important for wrist health, right? Because we're constantly using our wrists. So keep breathing here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly start to release that stretch here. You can shake out your right hand and start to bring your right hand back down to the mat. Let's switch to our left side this time. So you bring the top of your left wrist or the top of your left hand down to the mat and slowly start to shift your weight into your left hand. Keep breathing here. Notice your wrists. Can you add a little bit more pressure into your wrist, or do you need to take a little bit less pressure into your left wrist? Noticing what your body's telling you. Take one more inhale on this side. Exhale, slowly start to shake out your left wrist this time. And slowly bring your hands back down to the mat. Let's just push ourselves back to child's pose. So knees apart, feet together. Start to stretch your fingertips forward. Release your head all the way down to the mat. Push your hips back towards your heels. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to come back up to tabletop. And then from here, push back to downward facing dog. So curl your toes, slowly start to push into your palms, into your fingertips. Our fingers and our wrists are nice and stretched out for this posture. So start to lift your knees up off the mat. Push your chest towards your thighs, release your head and your neck. And then slowly start to see if you can push your heels all the way down to the mat. Maybe you want to keep your knees super bent here. Just notice. Maybe moving your head from side to side, up and down. And from here, one hand at a time, slowly walking your hands back towards your feet. The back of the mat coming into a forward fold. Release your head and your neck. You can grab onto opposite elbows, coming into ragdoll, sway from side to side. From here, you can bring your hands to your lower back. Maybe you are able to interlace your fingers and start to push the tops of your hands towards the ceiling, coming into a bind. If you want to keep your hands at your lower back, or grab onto opposite elbows, or start to lift your hands up off your back. Any posture here is going to be beneficial for your shoulders as long as you're getting to your limit here. So keep breathing into your shoulders. Breathe into your wrists, your fingers. Release your head and your neck. Maybe you want to play around with moving your hands from one side of the mat to the other. Doing a little bit of a twist from side to side. One more inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to release your hands all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Stretch the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. Exhale, release your hands back down to the mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your fingertips up high, gaze up, connect your fingertips. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your fingertips up high, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands out to a high plank, engage your core. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, your ankles over your toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing your heels down to the mat, push into your fingertips, into your palms. And from here, slowly walk your feet a little bit closer towards your hands. We're just going to come into a quick twist here. So if this feels okay for you, you can take this twist. If not, you can hang out in downward facing dog or child's pose. From here, slowly bring your right wrist or your right hand to grab onto your left ankle and start to twist towards the left side of your mat. So you can bend into your right elbow. Start to almost gaze underneath your left forearm. Breathe into the left side of your body, your left hip, your left leg. Can you twist a little bit more? Exhale, slowly bring your right hand back down to the mat. And this time taking the opposite side here, bringing your left hand to grab onto your right wrist, slowly starting to twist in the opposite direction. Breathe here. Can you twist a little bit more? Take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly release your left hand back down to the mat. Push into downward facing dog. And then exhale, shift forward to a high plank. Slowly bring your knees back down to the mat. Then let's come all the way down to our back. So you can start to lay down on the mat. Releasing your body all the way down. Release your arms by your side. Release your legs. And just notice how your body is feeling. Notice your shoulders, your wrists, your fingers, your back, your hips, your legs. From here, take a bend into your knees. Slowly start to pull your knees in towards your chest. Grab onto opposite elbows, opposite wrists, and maybe just rock from side to side, hugging your knees in towards your chest. You can tuck your chin in towards your chest as well, pushing your spine down towards the mat. Drop your shoulders as much as you can. This practice of yoga is so beneficial in so many ways, and sometimes we don't even realize that just taking an hour or even less than an hour out of our day to just stretch our bodies, make our bodies feel good, notice how we're doing, is just so powerful. If we continue, we do so much throughout our days, throughout our lives. If we just continue to sprint through life and charge at life all the time, we don't take care of our bodies, and we don't take care of our mind, and we don't really know what's going on. internally. So by taking time to stretch, taking time to lay in Savasana with zero engagement, zero distractions, it changes your life. It totally does. So there's so many distractions in our life. There's so many notifications, so many shiny things, cars, just everything in general, ads. There's constantly things trying to make us come towards them or get distracted by or purchase or you need to do this or all of these things. It's constant. It's so hard not to be distracted away from our bodies, away from our mind. So by doing this, you start to remove yourself from those distractions and you start to really come more internally and notice, how am I today? How am I doing? How is my body feeling? Is there parts of my body that's warning me that something's not right and I just haven't been listening? The more we listen, the more health we'll have, the more longevity we'll have, the easier our life will be. We'll be able to sprint through life when we need to, because we know that we'll always take this time for ourselves. We'll always take this time to slow down and to be there for yourself. And with that confidence there, once you start doing it more, you do it every single day, or you even 2 times a week, 3 times a week, your confidence, you get a boost of confidence because you're taking care of yourself and no one else can take that away from you. So just really start to soak that all up. And today, if you can, if you have a minute or 2 minutes after practice, just notice how your body's feeling, how your mind's feeling. Do you feel better compared to the beginning of practice? Do you feel like you got out of that what you needed to? Do you feel like it would help your daily routine or your life to do it more often? So just reflect after today's practice on how you're doing, how you're feeling, a little bit more into that. Okay, take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly release both legs all the way down to the mat. Release your arms down by your side. Then from here, lift your right knee up high towards the ceiling. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. You can interlace your fingertips right underneath your left knee. Bend into your elbows. Pull your left knee around your rib cage towards your right shoulder. See if you can push your spine down towards the mat. Glue your chin in towards your chest. Release your right ankle. Release your right knee. And notice your right hip. Do you start to feel a pinch sensation? If not, can you focus your energy into your right hip to see if you can start to notice a pinch sensation? Can you engage those tiny little muscles in your hip? We're creating room, we're creating space. Keep breathing into your right hip. One more inhale here. Exhale, supine twist. Slowly start to bring your right knee out towards the left side of your body. Reach your right fingertips towards the right side of your mat. You can shimmy your shoulders underneath you a little bit more. Maybe start to drop your right ear towards the mat, shifting your gaze towards your right fingertips. Exhale, slowly start to bring your right knee back in towards your chest. Give your right knee one last hug here. Exhale, release your right leg all the way down to the mat. Release your arms by your side. Notice your right leg. Notice your left leg. And from here, take a bend into your left knee this time. Interlace your fingers underneath your left knee. Pull your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Take a bend into your elbows. Breathe into your left hip, release your left ankle, release your left knee, release your left hip. Can you feel a pinch sensation in your left hip? If you can feel the pinch sensation, awesome. Keep breathing into it. If you can't, can you focus your energetic attention to your left hip? Can you engage those tiny little muscles in your left hip until you start to feel a pinch sensation. Take one more inhale on this side. Exhale, supine twist, releasing your left knee towards the right side of your mat. Reach your left fingertips, reach your left fingertips towards the left side of your mat. Release your left ear down. You can shift your gaze towards your left fingertips. Take one more inhale on this side. Exhale, slowly start to bring your left knee back in towards your left shoulder. Give your left leg one last hug here. And exhale, release your left leg all the way down to the mat. Release your arms down by your side, Savasana. Bring your attention to your toes, the tops and bottoms of your feet, your heels, your ankles, your shins, your calves, your knees, the backs of your knees, your quads, your hamstrings, your hips, your glutes, your lower back, your abdomen, your rib cage, your heart, your spine, the back of your neck, your throat, your head, your ears, your shoulders, your forearms, your elbows, your wrists, your palms, fingers, Just let every single part of your body completely relax. Yoga was a practice that was intended for a way to distract your mind and to get your mind to become more used to going internally and focusing on you and how your body's doing. Also, you could get to this moment right here. This moment of Savasana where it's just you. And you're able to rest and completely relax because your body feels better and your mind feels better. And with those two things, you can connect more spiritually. You can be in this current moment. So please take as much time as you need to just lay in Savasana. It's my pleasure being able to guide you this evening. Thank you so much for supporting me and for taking this time to connect through yoga. Mahalo. Enjoy the rest of your day or the rest of your evening or sleep. And namaste.